erroneously utilizing Zhao Liying's picture and would not apologize. 3 organizations were applied for requirement. Quite recently, entertainer Zhao Liying, who featured in Knowing or Not, has uncovered significant data about her claim with 3 restorative organizations. Beforehand, Guangzhou Keixiu Organization and Guangzhou Bakli Organization created and sold the merchandise engaged with the case with Zhao Liying's picture and name without the authorization of Zhao Liying, which disregarded Zhao Liying's on the right track to representation and name. As indicated by the declaration, Zhao Liying applied for necessary execution in light of the fact that the respondent 3 organizations neglected to satisfy the commitment of statement of regret decided by the court. The court decided that Guangzhou Keixiu Organization and Guangzhou Bakli Organization ought to quickly stop the creation, advancement and offer of the supposedly encroaching items. The 3 litigant organizations picked a broadly distributed paper to apologize to Zhao Liying and repay Zhao Liying for monetary misfortunes of 500,000 yuan, and so on. The 3 organizations are 500,000, which is definitely not a limited quantity. In view of the adverse consequence on Zhao Liying herself, this is a generally weighty discipline. Instances of VIP picture privileges infringement have been accounted for more than once. For what reason are there still such countless makers? In the last examination, the allurement is excessively perfect. As a matter of fact, Zhao Liying's circumstance isn't a special case, many stars have experienced it previously. To save high VIP support charges, and for traffic and consideration, some brand proprietors decide to utilize their name and picture without the approval of the VIP, deceiving purchasers into imagining that the superstar is the brand's picture representative. This purchase request. Subsequent to being found, many stars who were grieved by this likewise decided to take up lawful weapons to safeguard their privileges and interests. Overall encroachment cases, when a superstar sue is supported, is it that we common individuals have no gamble of being considered responsible by the VIP? As a matter of fact, there is a major gamble on us, images. Try not to believe that mainly utilization of genuine pictures of stars will comprise encroachment of representation freedoms, and the utilization of stills, representations, execution pictures, and so on may likewise comprise encroachment of picture privileges. Particularly as of late, articulation packs have been regularly utilized, and photographs of superstars have showed up as stocks, which have been associated with comprising encroachment. As soon as 2016, an organization utilized the Zhao Liying emoticon bundle for exposure, and was found to have disregarded Zhao's representation privileges. In this manner, Zhao prompts everybody, particularly those of visual communication, after creation, or new media activities, play terriers with some restraint and don't encroach. Zhao accepts that many brands utilize the picture of stars to advance themselves. As a matter of fact, they realize that their activities are unlawful, but since there is no reasonable channel to advance their items, with an accident mindset, they feel that the stars won't be considered responsible. Face the challenge. We don't support such way of behaving, and it is the final word that we are really making items and advancing them in a serious way. Brand advancement doesn't be guaranteed to must have a star stage, and collaboration with proficient showcasing media organizations can likewise accomplish constructive outcomes of exposure. Proficient associations offer proficient guidance, plan exposure methodologies that are more reasonable for the actual brand, or assist brands with picking appropriate exposure items, which are means to improve brand mindfulness. The misappropriation of VIP picture freedoms won't end with countless VIPs falling back on the law. Just when an ever-increasing number of organizations understand that it against the law to encroach on the representation freedoms of others, might this unfortunate pattern at any point be totally smothered. 02. Falling Blossom season was uncovered to be online soon. Yuan Bingyan's rebound was clearly, and the maker's reaction was clear. It is said that one stage is off base, each step is off base, whether it is common individuals of famous people, subsequent to accomplishing something that disregards the law, they will undoubtedly be seriously rebuffed. Following the boycott of Zheng's entertainer and Wu's family name Ding Liu, this year, some first-line stars have additionally been restricted from the whole organization for going too far. Contrasted in the man named Deng who turned into a novice short-term because of tax avoidance. Yuan Bingyan's profession deteriorated in the wake of being presented to burden issues, however she has not been found out, and it appears to be that there is as yet an opportunity for her to return. As a rising 90 blossoms, Yuan Bingyan became popular with the television series Liu Li, and afterwards she was welcomed to partake in the shooting of Fox Pixie Little Go-Between. Anticipated. You should know that in the event that there is no expense issue, Yuan Bingyan will have a lifelong taking off, and is supposed to fit into the positions of the first line 90 blossoms. In any case, individuals are sufficiently not to swallow an elephant. Yuan Bingyan just entered the Fox Pixie Little Go-Between group, and her back foot was presented to an expense issue. In spite of the fact that she didn't straightforwardly sidestep charges, however, an organization was utilized as a safeguard. Yet after the episode, Yuan Bingyan became well known. The harm was not just mocked by an enormous number of netizens, yet additionally called out of the circle. The assets were likewise enormously impacted, and the initially marked jobs were additionally supplanted. It is significant that after Yuan Bingyan had an expense issue, notwithstanding the suspension of her contracted work, she experienced weighty individual misfortunes, and the entertainers and financial backers who have helped out her likewise turned into a significant wellspring of hatred. Whether the finished works can be sent off online has turned into an issue the focal point of everybody's consideration. Particularly Liu Zuai, who has been featuring in the subsequent lead, lastly introduced his first S+ television series. On September 27th, a passage named Falling Blossoms and You Are presented to be online on Q4 was pushed to the hot pursuit. It was uncovered that the television series Falling Blossoms and You, once more featuring Yuan Bingyan and Liu Zuai, has entered the phase of speculation advancement, is scheduled to go surfing with inside the fourth sector to fulfill the audience. As quickly because the information got here out, there has been a heated discussion. Some netizens insisted on Yuan Bingyan's tax issue, even as a few netizens supported Yuan Bingyan's comeback and have been complete of expectancies for the work. As all of us know, Falling Flowers and You Again is a chunk ill-fated. In addition to the reality that the heroine Yuan Bingyan changed Nita deeply worried in tax issues, which made it hard to release the work, Liu Zuai additionally fell in reputation with Yangtze's saliva cake public opinion. But what's sudden is that despite the fact that Yuan Bingyan changed Nita hammered for tax issues, the information that Falling Flower season is predicted to be broadcast right now aroused the aid of many fans, and the recognition changed Nita now no longer affected, and the voice for a comeback changed Nita additionally very high. Obviously, if Falling Flowers Meet You Again truly is going online commonly in any such brief duration of time, it methods that Yuan Bingyan has now no longer been suffering from the tax issue, and this incident will maximum probably pass. But with inside the opinion of many netizens, Yuan Bingyan holds 100% of the stocks of the tax evasion enterprise. Although she changed it to brushed off from all positions the day earlier than the incident changed it to exposed, her exercise changed it to nonetheless pretty horrific, and she or he couldn't tolerate her persevering with to make cash with inside the leisure industry. But with inside the eyes of a few fans, it changed it to the enterprise that triggered the coincidence this time, and the enterprise made a mistake and did not pay taxes. That's essentially exclusive from Yuan Bingyan's very own tax evasion, and she or he must now no longer be absolutely banned for this. Judging from the feedback with inside the remark area, Yuan Bingyan's reputation has now no longer dwindled because she dwindled out. Just whilst the two aspects have been at a standoff, the manufacturers suspected of Falling Flowers Meet You Again made a clean reaction to this, saying, Weibo is a paranormal place, there are lots of rumors, and after analyzing a lot, the events are nearly convinced. It's all gone, alongside a picture graph of a black cat, intentionally relating to it as a white cat, a chunk mocking the rumor mill for brushing off the statistics and relating to a deer as a horse. Through the manufacturer's reaction, it isn't hard to apprehend that the information that Falling Flowers Meet the King is ready to be released is probably to be false, which indicates that Yuan Bingyan's comeback will now no longer be easy. In the end, irrespective of what, I wish that everybody must persist with the lowest line in lifestyles and work, and obey the law. In any other case they'll damage others and themselves. 03. The backside line CP evaluation is big. The quiet and delightful guy Cheng Yi is shy and shy, K Wenjing isn't quiet and ambitious. It seems that Cheng Yi changed it to shy and shy on range indicates, and he changed it to a quiet and delightful guy. K Wenjing changed it to now no longer quiet, ambitious and unrestrained, however danced and laughed. In the popular bottom line, the evaluation among this pair of courtroom docket newcomers CPs is simply too great. In the hit bottom line, Cheng Yi and Jinduang act as a couple of court docket instructors and apprentices. In the play, Cheng Yi and K Wenjing play a couple of CPs. Their emotions for Yizin, performed through K Wenjing, are very mature and rational. Handsome in historical costumes and down-to-earth in current dramas, few actors have such innate look conditions, and Cheng Yi is precisely the polyhedron effective actor who suits the two. With a peak of 181 meters, lengthy legs with inside the golden ratio, an overseas temperament, and a directly nostril bridge, he's in reality the standard male god symbol face of idol dramas. In the range show, Cheng Yi is a quiet and delightful guy. formed a collection with Kei Wenjing to take part in Hello, Saturday. During the sport consultation, whilst everybody laughed together, Cheng Yi seemed ignorant, a bit adorable and silly, and usually felt 1/2 of a beat. And Kei Wenjing's subsequent tour has no unintended burdens. The water splashing consultation without delay splashed on her face, which worn out the ocean of Glide and spent makeup. Cheng Yi is lots smarter than Kei Wenjing. There is not anything incorrect with setting Schumann subsequent to him, and he specifically instructs Kei Wenjing to splash water beside him. The human beings are in sharp evaluation to every different in a quiet and a moving, a village and a harmony. He Jiayong stated that Cheng Yi changed into filming a fancy dress drama at the crew. He took off his hood early with inside the morning to take an aircraft to report Saturday. Although he changed into very worn out and difficult working, he changed into additionally very hard working and dedicated. No surprise he felt a bit adorable and silly. After paying attention to He Jiayong's explanation, Yang Bi stated that Cheng Yi changed into gambling video games with the deliberating the ancients. No surprise it changed into so funny.